widely regarded as the best player in the NCAA, and the player media and fans agree will fill the gap left by the departed Caitlin Clark. Safe to assume that Juju Watkins will leave a lasting impact on collegiate basketball by the time she's finished.
Watkins has excelled in every step of her career, and that pattern has continued for the USC Trojans. With her reputation building substantially season upon season, Watkins is leaving little room for the doubters to make the case against her talent. Surely not long before the 6'2" American is viewed as a generational talent in global basketball. Ever since high school, Watkins has been breaking records and winning titles. In 2020, Watkins was named Sports Kid of the Year by Sports Illustrated after an impressive high school season. The towering baller has never been short of adoration from her coaches. Colin Pfaff, a boys basketball coach at her high school, went on record to set Watkins apart from her peers. "I think that's the best play I've ever seen," he stated. "That's what an Olympian looks like. We were just amazed. She was just making these boys her age respect women's basketball." As a freshman, Watkins averaged 21 points and 9 rebounds per game, leading her team to the Southern Open Division title game and the regional final. She was also confirmed as the Player of the Year.
Watkins' form went from strength to strength as the now 19-year-old moved through her high school career. In her sophomore year, she averaged 27 points and 12 rebounds per game. As she transitioned into her high school junior year, things really started falling into place for Watkins. She led her team to the Open Division state title with a 30-2 record as a junior.
Watkins was awarded the Player of the Year title again. Collecting silverware may become somewhat of a tradition as her career develops.
The 2022 season can be defined as a career highlight for Watkins. The skillful teenager scored a career record 60 points in the final Southern Open Division as Sierra Kangan won the title. Point guard averaged an net 27.3 points per game, 13.8 rebounds per game, and just over 3 assists per game. Watkins was again confirmed as the Player of the Year. This created the buzz and hype around which college would sign her for her first year. Watkins was again confirmed as Player of the Year. This created the buzz of hype around which college she was signed for her first year of NCAA basketball.
The baller was also designated as the #1 target player to sign for her college teams by ESPN. There was a subsequent tussle for her signature on a college contract.
In 2022, she finally signed with the USC Trojans despite receiving offers from Stanford and South Carolina. Watkins made her collegiate debut in the 2023 season for the USC Trojans and scored 32 points in an underdog win over rival team Ohio State. The 32 points scored by Watkins represent another broken record by the point guard. She set the USC record for the most points in a freshman debut, surpassing basketball icon Lisa Leslie, a record that had been impressively stood since 1990.
She set the USC record for points in a freshman debut, surpassing basketball icon Lisa Leslie, a record that had impressively stood since 1990. That wasn't the only long-standing record that Watkins decimated that season. Despite being on a losing team in a fixture against Connecticut Huskies, Watkins impressively broke the freshman's horn record. The record had been held by Tina Hutchinson and had stood since 1984 with 29 points. As the season concluded, Watkins was the only freshman in the division to score more than 900 points, finishing with 920. Accolades again awaited for Watkins. The shooting guard was listed in the Women's Basketball Coaches Association All-American team. On top of the recognition from the WBCA, she was named the Division I Freshman of the Year for 2023. The collegiate basketball Trojan star is now not only recognized as the best player in the NCAA, but it seems she's destined to fill the gap left by the departed icon college basketball Caitlin Clark. USC coach Lindsey Gottlieb insists it's important to avoid direct comparisons. They're easy comparisons where you say, "Oh, whoever we think Caitlin is, she's Steph Curry, Juju is more like Kobe or Michael Jordan." You can do these comparisons, but I would say that almost takes away from the uniqueness of these athletes and female athletes. Not only is Watkins making history on the court, but she's making history in basketball commercially too. Watkins has had a substantial bank-breaking deal with Nike that will land her one of the richest shoe endorsement deals in women's basketball history.
This is what makes it tough, man. So last night, Juju's playing against Mississippi State in a tournament game, and you see her take off, same way she always does. She's flying down the court. It's really a one-on-one transition, and the next thing you know, she plants her right foot, her leg gives out. There was minimal contact There was a little body bump, maybe a little hip bump, but it was natural motion. I know there were like people sending the girl death threats, and I read a whole bunch of stories today about people, the fans not taking it well and blaming the girl that was playing defense on her, like she did it on purpose type thing. You can't injure somebody's ACL, man. It was her time, and a lot of it has to do with all this basketball that's being played. You know, that everybody's body is not made to just go, and this never happened. When you play at the level that she's played at since high school, and then you get to when you play the level she's played at since high school, and then you get to this collegiate level where the season is even twice as long as the high school season. You know, she's playing AAU. She played with the Olympic team over the summer. She's competing against men. She's competing against girls. She's competing. I mean, it's just nonstop, man. It's only so much you can do before an ACL, an Achilles, a patellar. These things happen. And especially in women's basketball, you see it all the time. So it's sad because this is probably one of the best female players that I've seen. I'm not gonna lie, and hasn't even reached the potential of playing in the WNBA alongside other great players too. So hopefully she has the right training staff, you know, she has the right surgeon, and they clear all that stuff out of there, and then, you know, repair it right, and hopefully her body is just meant to recover and get back to who she's been. And it'll be sad if this changes everything for her career path, but it's happened. You saw Derrick Rose, the youngest MVP in NBA history, you know, mess his knee up, and it was never the same, you know, and he came back and it was okay. Then it just led to a compensation injury that, you know, another major injury, and from there, you know, you just get like this mid-grade Derrick Rose instead of this superpower Derrick Rose that we were introduced to. And I hope this isn't that, but nevertheless, man, Juju, we praying for you, man.